Hello and welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com. I'm Jim Sheehan, joined again by the head wrestling coach of the Hofstra Pride, Dennis Papadatos. And coach, coming off the Hofstra duels this week, a 1-2 slate for the Pride, a win over the Citadel, big win over Citadel, and then 2 losses to Campbell and Penn. Your assessment of the day?
Citadel, I've been doing this a long time, and as I've heard from many people that have done it and retired and been done with it. Anytime you get a Division I win over a Division I team, it's hard to do, harder than people realize. So you got to be appreciative. Coming to me, we were concerned. We were legitimately concerned about some matchups with Citadel, and we kind of ran through them. So that's always good. And then the next 2 matches, Citadel's not as bad as we made them look, just like we're not as bad as Penn and Campbell made us look. So that was good. It was positive, and the big takeaway I had from it, the guys expected that we were going to beat Citadel, so they went out and loose and expected to win. Against Campbell and UPenn, they thought they could win, but they weren't kind of sure, and they were tentative, and UPenn came in and Campbell came in and won all those battles. So that's what happens when you get tentative at this level. So we need to do a better job of actually not just thinking you can win, really genuinely believe there's no way I'm going to lose. There's a big difference. There's a big difference.
As a great philosopher said once, whether you think you can win or whether you think you're going to lose, you're right.
Yes. Wasn't that Henry Ford?
If you say so. Anyway, I thought it was Jim Garvey, but that's another story. You used a lot of different wrestlers on Sunday, obviously because of injuries and some other situations. What did you see out of that situation?
It's good. Someone like Connor Mooley came out. That kid's good that he beat from Campbell. Good enough that I'm good friends with the Campbell coach. He called me on the way home. He's like, "Who was that guy that beat Barton?" I'm like, we just kind of giggled about it. And I said, "Who was that guy that beat Damiana?" I gave it right back at him. You know what I mean? So. It's nice to have that come out. Charlie, got a win. So it's nice. We need more guys. Obviously we need a bigger roster. We need more people. But it's nice that we, giving people opportunities. And I've always talked about when I put you out there, we need to know that you, at least on occasions, can represent us the way we need to be represented. And those guys pulled out victories. Not only like Oliveira's not usually in the lineup, Kane and Mooley, and they pulled out victories, but things may change. They may be in the lineup. It's how it goes.
And Michael Oxley getting there for the
but he's kind of
he's a previous starter, so he's not a newbie, so to speak.
And he had a tall order against the kids ranked top 10, I believe. So
number 5, I believe, this last week.
Probably as high as 5. That sounds right.
Okay, now this week it's the annual Grapple at the Garden. This year it's in the theater at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
First of all, tell us how special it is, even going to the Garden, even at the theater.
Listen, it's cool. It's like, people talk about that. I know people buy tickets. I know when I tell people, when people, hey, what do you do? Oh, you coach at Hofstra. They usually go, do you teach classes too? They think like you're a high school gym teacher. They don't really fully get it. Not that there's anything wrong with being a high school gym teacher, but you understand. I'm like, no, I don't. I just coach a team, manage a budget, recruit. It's an 800-hour week job. But when I tell people like, and we're competing in Madison Square Garden next week, they go, really? It's like, so it's a big deal.
Yeah.
And I tell the guys that it's a big deal. It's prestigious. It's something you're going to remember, something you're going to talk to your grandkids about. So go out, be ready to compete. And it's exciting against a team that we beat there last year that's got a new coach that's hungry. I think on paper we're supposed to win. Let's go out and do it then. You know what I mean? So I'm excited. I'm actually pretty good friends with this coach as well. We have some connections. He coached it. He replaced me at Binghamton when I left. And then he was an assistant with my best friend. So our wives talk, we're friends, but we will not be friends for about an hour and a half during the duel.
And George Mason, the Patriots of George Mason have a couple things in common. They've wrestled 2 teams that we've wrestled in, the Citadel and...
I'm trying to remember.
Campbell.
Yes. And I think they beat Citadel?
They beat Citadel and lost to Campbell. As
we have.
What do you see in the rebuilding Patriots of George Mason?
He's got 2. He has one thing that we don't have. He has 2 return national qualifiers. We only have 1. His 25-pounder and 41 are national qualifiers, and they're pretty good. The heavyweight's good. Mike's already wrestled him, and I think we pinned him in less than a minute. But he is pretty good. He'll probably be at the national tournament this year. And they got some guys. We had a close match with them at 57, at 49. We'll see. Hopefully, we're healthy at 49. We had a close match with them at the Navy Classic. There'll be some matchups. You know, he does a good job, and you know, he's his first year, so he's excited. The guys are excited to have him. So they'll be revamped a little bit. So we got to be on our A game, but you know, as long as we do what we're supposed to do, you know, the plan is to come out with a victory.
Hofstra and George Mason at the theater at Madison Square Garden Sunday, December 10th at 5:45. Tickets are available online. There's a link on the GoHofstra.com website.
Can I make one?
Sure.
I think it says 5:45, but I was told yesterday by Dylan, who runs the event, that we're weighing in at 5:15, which means we're not wrestling at 5:45. I'm guessing they moved it to 6:15. I found that out last night, or this morning actually. So this still says 5:45, but we're weighing in at 5:15, so there's no way we'll be on the mat at 5:45. 6:15. It sounds like the NCAA rule says we can't. It's an hour.
That's good to know. So if any of you who have theater tickets for 8 o'clock on Sunday nights, you're probably going to miss the show.
And Mike Hughes moved up. So the three rankings we checked so far today. Intermat now has Mike 7, track now has Mike 8, and flow still has Mike 6. So he's top 8 on all five of the publications now.
All right. Well, good luck this weekend.
Thanks.
And we'll talk to you next week and get ready for the Southern Scuffle on New Year's Day.
Excited about it.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching the WB Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com.